Hi, I'm Brielle, back again with another delicious collection of Vinebox wines. This month, we're exploring a beautiful bunch of wines from all over the world as part of our Card Night collection. This curated tasting brings together the flavor and the fun, turning any card night into a deliciously spirited experience. Whether you're bluffing with a bold red or coasting with a crisp white, each sip brings something special to the table. And no matter how your hand fares, these wines are all winners. In this collection overview, I will share more about where these wines are from, the grapes in each glass, and our choice for a card game pairing for each. Wine and card games make for a fun-filled and low-effort gathering. Just as each wine brings its unique character and flavor profile, every card game invites moments of strategy, laughter, and connection. The combination of great company and great wine transforms an ordinary night into a celebration of fun and camaraderie. Perfect for gifting or sharing with friends, this collection brings together the best of both worlds. So let's explore it together. First up in our Card Night collection this month, we are featuring a classic, this Vermentino from Lodi, California. You may have heard of Lodi in California's Central Valley, but did you know that nearly 40% of the state's premium grapes are grown in this region? That means much of the wine that you've tasted from California has likely contained at least some Lodi fruit. This wine is 100% Vermentino. It's an Italian grape grown mostly on the island of Sardinia. It may not be a very well-known grape, but Vermentino packs a punch and has flavors similar to Sauvignon Blanc, another California classic grape. The grapes in this glass are picked ripe to accentuate the fruity flavors, and you'll likely pick up aromas of green apple and pears on the nose, which is so fun and lively, just like our card night pairing, a classic game of gin rummy. The bright fruit flavors will keep you on your toes, just like your opponent's hands, as you try to figure out their strategy and clear your hand before they get the chance to. The next wine in this collection is our Clos d'Annecy from Terra Alta, Spain. Terra Alta, where this wine comes from, is aptly called high land. It's very mountainous and it's beautiful and was featured in a number of paintings by Pablo Picasso. Due to that highland terrain, this area traditionally only made wine for local consumption, so exports outside of Spain are relatively new. This wine is made from the Grenache Blanc grape, which is a full-bodied white grape, often aged in oak, and brings intense flavors to wine. So if you're a fan of Chardonnay, this may just be your new favorite white wine style. We're pairing this wine with a game that looks simple at first, but is much more complex. Hearts. The same is true of this wine. Bigger, bolder white wines like this are so interesting and nuanced, especially if you're used to lighter wines like Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio. This wine feels fuller on your palate and can hold up to more substantial food pairings. So think salty appetizers like marinated olives, Marcona almonds, or even spanakopita in that salty puff pastry. Yum. I heartily recommend this wine. Do you? Next up is our rosé. We've got a 33 Park Boulevard rosé from Lodi, California. That's right. We're headed back to Lodi through our wine glasses, but this time for a very different style. This is a rosé made from Grenache grapes, which is the original grape that our last wine, Claude NC, is a mutation of. That one was Grenache Blanc, a white grape variety that is a color mutation of the red Grenache or Grenache Noir grape. So, how do we get rosé? One way to make it is by taking black grapes like Grenache and leaving the skins to sit or macerate with the juice until only some of the pigment transfers. That's why we get a pink hue and lighter flavors and aromas than a red wine made from Grenache grapes. In rosés, Grenache lends light floral notes and sweet red fruit flavors, and this rosé packs those and zesty lemon lime into every sip. Pair this easy to love sipper with an equally fun and easy to learn card game, Uno. As you strategize down to an empty hand, you'll likely also be sipping down to an empty glass. It's time for the next rosé in this collection. This one, a rosé from Monterey, California. And this one is a bit more fruit forward, proving that not all rosés are the same. On the nose, I smell aromas of peach and watermelon, and those aromas carry through to the palate. This is a zippy rosé that's just so likable. Regardless of whether you pair this with food or enjoy it over conversation, it's sure to be a new favorite. And if you haven't played the card game Spades, that might just be a new favorite too. Reward your smooth moves in spades with smooth sips of this delicious rosé. Now on to reds. We have two reds in this collection, and both show off distinct styles. I can't decide which one I like more. First up is our Petite Syrah, but there is nothing petite or small about this wine. It's big and bold with big, deep fruit flavors and pronounced aromas. On the nose, I get brambly boysenberry pie, deep plum, and wild huckleberry, and then the palate transitions into pure blueberry, backed by vanilla, dark cocoa, chocolate, and dry oak tannins with even a little coffee. It's smooth and jammy and just so delicious, right up my alley. Now, wine this big and complex needs an equally complex pairing, so poker is the name of the game. I may not have a poker face, but I do have a petite Syrah face, and it's all smiles. Lastly is what I call my medium everything wine, this Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, the region of Abruzzo, Italy. It's simple and straightforward without being boring, and I like to call it my medium everything wine. Medium body, medium alcohol, medium tannin. Even when people tell me that they don't really like red wines, I introduce them to Montepulciano. It's a real crowd pleaser. And evidence of Montepulciano dates back to the 1700s, so it's steeped in tradition. We paired this with a card game equally steeped in history and tradition, Bridge. In case you didn't know, there are reports of Bridge dating back even further than Montepulciano, a perfect pairing for people who care about the tradition behind their wine and their card games. However, you enjoy these wines this month, over games of cards, with friends, or paired with delicious foods, you're sure to find some new favorites and really enjoy these diverse styles. Cheers to pairing fun with wine and wine with fun.